This is Beeman's QB Chief, and it can be had for around $180. Now we live in a time when to own a good air gun will cost you $500, and if you want to own a really good one, you'll find yourself coughing up somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000. So the question begs to be asked, is this a good air gun? Well, today we find out. The Chief comes to us from the great country of China. It measures 39 inches long, is available in .177 and .22 caliber, and weighs 8.4 pounds, shoot ready to include a scope, mounts, and a cylinder filled with air. If you want to shoot open sights, you can, and weight will be reduced to a mere 6.6 pounds. Cocking the single-shot bolt action is like brushing your teeth with crushed coral, and the innards seem about as smooth as a porcupine's butt. The shot tray is crudely finished, and the bolt probe a sloppy fit, but as you'll see here in a little while, seems to have little bearing on this rifle's accuracy potential. The Chief's 200cc air reservoir is refillable to 2,000 psi. The platform manages about 24 foot-pounds of energy, which it accomplishes by pushing a 16-grain pellet to an average of about 816 feet per second over 25 or so shots. Breaking in this rifle's valve took almost 400 shots, and until it finally settled down, pellet velocity was unpredictable and erratic. Them squirrels is doing the bad thing up there. Before settling on these four, I tried all types of pellet through the Chief. It didn't agree with any of the others, but results may vary, so I'd encourage you to experiment. These lighter weight 1589s are getting down range a little quicker, and with a flatter trajectory too. I haven't re-zeroed, so take note of the raised point of impact. The Chief's trigger is pretty terrible. Its travel is sticky and void of any clear stages. But if you can find a way to clean it up, or master it, you'll be one-holing at 50 yards with these JSB jumbos. The rifle's bluing is actually quite good, especially in the areas where they didn't mess it up. The stock, on the other hand, was a beauty, especially for the price point, and Beeman calls it a hardwood, but doesn't say which. But judging by the grain, I would say some sort of beech. One thing's for sure, the walnut stain does it justice. The Chief's manual safety and trigger group are a mess. The safety is cumbersome, clunky, and heavy to use. The long throw also takes a long time to activate and deactivate. Now the trigger is said by the owner's manual to be dual stage, but it provides no way to adjust it, and I can't decipher between any stages at all. It's just one long, convoluted, messy pull. The mechanism can be decocked, and it breaks. At an appropriate 3 pounds, 13 ounces. Fast-moving, lightweight projectiles can inflict a lot of damage in close, say 25 yards or less. But they're also more susceptible to the elements, like wind and flying insects, and they lose steam quicker than the heavier ones. In choosing the right ammunition for your airgun, you always want to go with the one that's the most accurate and delivers the appropriate amount of downrange energy. Don't mistake this lesson to mean that a 14-grain pellet can't be lethal on a squirrel or rabbit out to 100 yards and at these power levels. It absolutely can. The takeaway is to go as heavy as you can while maintaining good accuracy and working with a trajectory that's well within your scope's limits. Winds like this will push a 14-grain pellet well off course at just 50 yards. You can deal with it in one of two ways: wait it out, or use your scope to compensate for it. These pellets are grouping high and left because they're of a different weight and are shaped slightly different than the ones just prior. This is normal for an airgun, so when you settle on the right pellet, you'll want to re-zero. Our Chief here doesn't come with any kind of sound moderation, and when I look at the business end, I don't see any way to thread one on. Now it does have a little bit of snap to it, but the good news is out here in an open environment, it's really not that loud at all. Lead-free alloys offer the shooter a non-toxic alternative, and because they're harder, their skirts tend not to deform in transit. It's been my experience that these GTOs perform at a high level out of most airguns. It shouldn't come as a surprise that the Chief liked them too. Lead-frees also bleed their energy quite quickly, which can make them a safer alternative when excessive range is a concern. Golly, love is in the air today. There's like 6 squirrels in this oak tree behind me having a rodent orgy. The 200cc reservoir on the Chief is refillable to 2000 psi. This relatively low volume and low working pressure make this gun a good candidate for hand pumps. Now to recharge it, take the dust cap and push it forward off the gun. This will expose a male Foster fitting. Now take any female Foster fitting with a quick disconnect and attach it to the male. Make sure it's secure and recharge to no more than 2000 psi. Once done, bleed the air in the system, the line between the fill source and the air reservoir. Remove your quick connect and replace the dust cover. That's all there is to it. The world is officially a changed place. Holy smokes. Well, that's it for today, guys. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. Now from here you want to head on over to the Airgun Nation forum so you can participate in the discussion thread on the Chief. I'll leave you a link on how to get there in the description down below. As for me, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, tell your friends about us, and be sure and check us out on Facebook for behind-the-scenes pictures and information leading up to video day. I'll share things there that won't make it onto YouTube, and you won't want to miss out. Now before I go, I want to share with you that without the support of Airgun Depot, JSB and Predator International, H&N Sport, Splatterburst Targets, and Sportsmatch Rings UK, this channel wouldn't be possible, and you guys know the best way to thank them. So with that, I'm Steve Shalley. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again real soon. Have a great weekend, everyone. Oh, and if you're smart, you'll give the guys at Airgun Depot a call and ask them if you can buy the actual Beeman Chief that Steve used in the making of the video. I've already broken it in for you. I haven't damaged it in any way, and it's a hell of a good shooter. Take your fill source and connect it to the fill probe at the end of the gun. That's not a fill probe. But the good news is, in an open environment like before I'd go, I'd like to Reservoir is refillable to 200 cc. Participate in the Now the trigger is said by the owner's annual to 200. Thread on the Chief. Ugh. It's just kind of one long goopy, kloopy, bumpy, rumpy pull.